Hey everyone, it's Millie from Retaliate, and today I'm going to be doing another 5 more Fortnite glitches for you guys, and these are all brand new. So all of these work after the version 9.30 update, and most of them use a new prop gun. So these are actually really cool glitches, and this prop gun's going to bring so many new glitches to the game, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Make sure you do subscribe if you are new here, because we do upload the best Fortnite glitches, and we try to upload them before everyone else. So sometimes we are the first people to actually upload these kind of glitches, so there's no reason not to subscribe. So if you guys don't want to miss out on all the new content coming out soon, make sure you do subscribe. And thanks for all the amazing support, we're still growing really fast. We're almost on 70,000 now. Literally a few days ago we just hit 60,000 and we're already on 67,000. So if you are new here and you want to help us get to 70,000, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys aren't using anyone else's supporter creator code and you do want to help me out, make sure you do go to the item shop, press into supporter creator, type in Retaliate and press into accept. And thanks to everyone that uses it when buying an item in game. And if you entered my code a few weeks ago, make sure you are still supporting me. So you can see if there's nothing at the top that says creator supported, then it means it's actually expired and you have to enter it in again. Anyway, thanks to everyone that's been using my code, and thanks for all the great support. One last thing before we get into the video, I'd appreciate it if all you guys like this video because it helps out so much more. The support on the last video was actually amazing. I asked you guys to like at the beginning of the video and we got so many likes on that video, so I really appreciate that. And let's get straight into this glitch compilation. So this first glitch allows you to actually launch yourself into the sky, and you go so high up and it's so sick, so it's really easy to do. All you need is a new prop gun, so go to weapons and this is one here. And once you got this, all you need to do is go to prefabs and you want to get to one of these ones. So I think you just need one with the lights on. I'd recommend just getting this one here, so it's called Neo Tilted Burger, and we're just going to throw it down. So here we go, I'm going to throw it down here, and you can see once it's loaded in, it's actually got these lights on here. So when you actually copy these and you turn into it, for some reason it just launches you into the sky. Now I'm pretty sure you actually go over the death barrier because it's so high up, so I'm going to show you guys this now. So look, once I copy it, we just go flying straight up into the sky. So if you did a glitch to get your phone on any island, you could probably use this to carry on flying, and you could probably fly it completely outside of the map. But I just think this is really cool, and it's so easy to do, and yeah, this is definitely over the height barrier, so that's a really easy way to actually get over it now. So you could do it with my old method, and you could literally go as high as you want. With this, even if you kept on flying upwards, eventually it would hit a second death barrier, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the results are the same each time. I will try again just to make sure. So again, all you need to do is you're going to get the weapon. You just want to get inside of your inventory, and all we're going to do is we're going to turn into this light. Now I'm not sure if it works with any other items. I'm pretty sure once this gun's been out longer, there'll be a lot more glitches like this where it's going to launch you all over the place. But you can see when I turn into this, it launches you into the sky every single time, so this is really sick. Now this time we didn't actually go as high, so the results are different every time. As you can see, we probably are still over the death barrier, and there we go, we actually hit the death barrier going back down. So let me try it one more time just to make sure, and that time I just got killed straight away, so I must have actually gone to where the death barrier was. Anyway, that's it for this glitch, and let's get straight into the next one. So I'm going to show you guys a really easy glitch now on how to shoot when you're a prop. So it's really easy to do. A huge shout out to the founder of this. His channel name will be in the description, and all you have to do is you're going to go inside of your inventory, and we're going to get quite a few stuff, so I'm just going to empty my inventory just to be safe, and we're going to go to creative, we're going to go to devices, and we're going to get a mounted turret. We also want to get one of these, which is the chest prefab, and we want to get the prop gun. Now once you got all of these, all you have to do is you're going to put down the turret, and you also want to put down the chest because we're going to need the ammo crate. Now I'd also recommend putting a gun here which you want to use when you're small, so I'm just going to do quad launcher, and I'm just going to place it here, and all we're going to do now is we're going to turn it into the ammo crate. So once we turn into the ammo crate, you're going to see that we can't actually open it. Now if you get your camera in a really weird position, you actually can, but I'd recommend going close to here. I'm not sure if it matters if you have to do this, so go close to the turret, and then you want to open it, so you're going to see your camera's going to go really close, and now we can actually open it. So once you've done this, you want to go inside of your inventory again, we're going to go to the creative inventory, and we're going to get the infinity blade. So once you get the infinity blade, you can see everything drops, and normally what would happen is you'll turn into normal size again, but you can see here that we can actually use everything. So what we're going to do now is use the gun that we put down before, and you're going to see when we pick it up, it will actually swap to it. So here we go. It's acting weird, but here we go, we actually managed to pick it up, and you can see now we're walking around with it. This is really sick, and sometimes you can actually turn yourself completely invisible, so you can actually shoot all of these and stuff, and it does actually do damage. So let me just prove it to you guys. You can see here it actually does damage and everything, so you can actually use this for combat as well. It's really funny, and you can use it to just troll your friends. Now if you get the infinity blade, sometimes you're going to see what it does. So here we go, we've got the infinity blade in our hand, and if you want to turn invisible, I found out this myself. So if you fly and then you double tap and you use it, sometimes you turn invisible. So I'm going to try it again. It does take a few attempts, but you're going to see here we actually turn invisible now, so it's really weird. I don't know what causes this, but then you can actually throw this out and you can have nothing. Now you can actually do emotes with this, and it's really funny because you can see how small you actually are. So anyway, this is kind of a cool glitch. You can use it in combat, and let's get straight into the next glitch. So as you guys can see here, this is a glitch that actually allows you to resize your character. So if you want to become really big, it's really easy to do. You just select an iceberg, and if you want to become really small, you just select something small. So anyway, it's really easy to do. You can see here Physioninja is actually huge, and he can dance and everything, so he can do emotes and stuff like that, and it actually resizes the items you have in your hand as well, so it's actually really cool. But basically, once you selected the item that you want to be the same size as, so say if I want to become the same size as the iceberg, I select that. You then want to go on the pause menu, and all you're going to do is press into restore island. So you will have to make a backup first, but once you've done that and you've restored the island, island, your character should actually be resized. It's really easy to do, and you can see here Physioninja's doing it for me, and it works first time, so you shouldn't run into any issues. Anyway, let's get straight into the next glitch. This next glitch is a method that actually allows you to completely teleport across the map. Now this works in public games, and it's really easy to do, so it can actually be really helpful. Say if the circle's like on the other side of the island, you can actually use this to actually teleport across the map. So it's not teleporting, it's a launch glitch, but it's so easy to do. Unfortunately, you do need your friend for this, which means this can be really helpful in duos or squads. So what we want to do is we want to make a wall, we then want to put a door in between it, and your friend wants to stand on the other side of it, and you want to grapple onto him, and you want to tighten the grapple, and you want to make sure they are actually in the door more or less. And once you're wedged in between the door and you grappled onto your friend, you want to tell your friend to use a rift, and once he uses a rift, you're going to see that you're going to go launching across the map. So once you actually get launched across the map, you can use glide or redeploy, and it's just a really easy way to move. So you can just see you get absolutely teleported, and sometimes when you do it, you actually will get teleported into a storm, so be careful. It's a bit random, the results, but sometimes the results can actually be really extreme and you get launched so fast that you can't do anything about it. So do be careful when you're doing this glitch, but it actually can be used to your advantage a lot. Anyway, when I did it in creative, and I actually got launched back to my island, which I find kind of funny. Anyway, let's get straight into the next one. So now I'm going to show you guys a really easy out of map glitch, and this is going to work in the prop hunt LTM. So you guys can actually play the prop hunt LTM now in creative, but I'm pretty sure soon they're going to make it like matchmaking. So it's going to be like the game mode that they did a few weeks ago. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like downtown something. So it's going to be a bit like that, and basically what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to load in with random people. So if you go to this location here and you actually climb up, you can actually get outside of the map, and once you're outside of the map, you can actually win the game more or less. So every single time they won't be able to find you, which means they won't be able to win. And even if they knew about this, they still can't do it because you have to be a certain size. So you can see here we've got a solid wall, and you can't actually get over it, and the only way you can actually do this glitch and you can get out is by going next to this tree on the roof, and if you squeeze yourself through this really small gap, you can actually get outside of the map. And I'm pretty sure once this goes to normal games, you can actually use this to do your challenges. So I'm not sure if you will be able to, but maybe you will actually be able to use this in the future. But you can see like once you get through, you can more or less do what you want. So it's really overpowered. You can change into other stuff as well. So you can be a tree and you can just be running around and annoying people because they might see you running around, but they might not be able to do anything about it. So I don't think you're going to get in trouble for this, especially not at the moment because it's only in creative, so it's not causing any harm really. But once this gets to normal games, I'm pretty sure you still won't get in trouble for this, and hopefully it doesn't get patched by then, because if you can actually do this in matchmaking games, that'll be so funny. Everyone's going to be so confused. Anyway, this is really useful and it can be used to your advantage a lot, and let's get straight to the next glitch. So this next glitch is brand new, no one knows about it, and it was found by Physioninja. So we are the first person to upload this, and it's so sick. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to dance and emote and stuff whilst you're being revived. So this only works in creative, and it's by using the new prop gun. So you need to make sure that you have the right settings. So make sure you have full damage turned on, as well as down but not out set to on. So once you've done that, basically all you're going to do is you're going to get the prop gun, and you're going to fly upwards, and you just want to fall down, and you want to turn into the item. And basically what we're going to do, we're going to go really high up, we're going to fall down, and we're going to select the item at the same time. So basically what we want to happen is whilst we're turning into the item, we want to get knocked, and you're going to see it counts as you being dead, but it looks like you can get revived. And basically all you're going to do is you're going to cancel it. So you want to cancel the item that you're supposed to be in, and once you've done this, you're going to see that you can actually emote and stuff. So it's actually really funny. You can just randomly stand up and start emoting, and also you'll literally be in this revive thing forever, so you can just randomly start emoting out of nowhere, and it's really funny to do. And there's also a way to flip this around and do like the complete opposite, so you can make it so you can fly around and stuff whilst you're supposed to be getting revived, and it doesn't actually let your friend revive you. So it'll say that you need to get revived, and then instead you can just fly around and stuff like that. But the funny thing about this is you can also use emotes, and if your friend heals you, you can actually use your guns as well. So it's really weird. If your friend just heals you a little bit, so if he throws down one of those new things, or he puts down a campfire or something, he can actually heal you, and once it's just a little bit healed, you can select between your guns. And once you've got your guns, you can also build, which is really weird. So whilst you're downed on the floor, you can actually build and stuff. It's so funny. You can edit and everything, so it's actually really good fun to do. And imagine if your friend had no clue about this and he just saw you emoting and stuff once you've been knocked, he'd be so confused. Anyway, one other thing you can do with this glitch, which is really cool, is you can do it the other way around. So basically, if your friend revives you and then you fly upwards again and you take more full damage, you're going to see another result happens. So if you just let your friend revive you and you fly upwards and die, you'll actually be in the same state again, but instead you'll actually be able to fly around and stuff instead. So it's really funny, and I don't know why this happens, but a huge shout out to Physioninja for finding this. It's so sick. And if any of you guys are going to upload this, make sure you do give him credit, because he spent a lot of time finding this. Anyway, that was the final glitch, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. So that is a glitch compilation. I think it actually ended up being 6 glitches, and the reason for that is because we did that one off Physioninjas at the end, and he only told me about it halfway through the recording. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy it. It did take a long time time to record all of these, and especially because I had to do voiceovers for half of these. So you guys could probably tell, for the last 2 or 3 clips I actually had to do voiceovers because my audio cut out, so it's really annoying. For some reason my audio just randomly starts cutting out and it makes like really weird noises and stuff, and it's literally impossible to hear, so I had to redo all the recordings. Unfortunately, it may have affected the quality of the video, so I'm really sorry about that, and if you found it difficult to understand, I'm really sorry. My next glitch compilation, I'll make sure that doesn't happen, so I am going to probably try and make one on Friday, and it'll probably be a top 10 glitch compilation, so make sure you do stay tuned for that. And if you are new here, make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss out on stuff like that in the future. And if you are going to subscribe, I'd also recommend turning on post notifications so you're the first to see the brand new videos when they come out. Anyway, thanks for all the amazing support on the channel recently. I'd appreciate it if all you guys help me get to 70,000 really soon. That'd be insane. And also make sure you do give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.